Hi guys, this is StarCraftSpa. I'm bringing you yet another replay of my game. I played this one yesterday, so the same day I uploaded my last video. This one is once again against the Zerg player. This one was Mutalisk, so he spawned in the bottom left corner of the map Frost, and I spawned in the top left corner of the map. Yeah, so we're going to do a standard well, not standard opening, we are going to do an economic opening in this map. So we are going to open up with the Nexus first in this game. So we want our gateway here, so we can block off our natural as early as possible. And yeah, so I was planning to go for IST, you know, the old school build, Immortal, Stalker, Templar build in this map, because it counters pretty much everything a Zerg can bring against you. But as you see in the game, he's going to go for Mutalisks, so I'm going to counter them with Archons. So yeah, let's get to the game. I'm going to speed up the early part. Not much, just a little. So yeah, we are not scouting in the early part, surprisingly. We are just macroing up and trying to get as many workers as possible before expanding. And our 16 probe goes to the natural to build the expansion. And then we cut probes for a second. We want the gateway down, and then we want another pylon down, so we don't supply plug ourselves. Yeah. And he's opening with hatch first, I think. Yeah. And going pool right after it. He's not scouting either. So I'm totally safe at this point. 4-player maps are good for these kind of builds, so you can do these pretty safely. We are adding in both our gases. Also the expansions pretty much ready. We want to have enough gas in our bank, so we can kinda build the mothership core as soon as we possibly can, and the Stalker. So we are opening up with the Zealot from the gateway, then Stalker right after it, so we can kill the Overlords that he's possibly sending at us. And we are sending a probe to scout. Luckily we find his base first, so we didn't go the wrong way. And he's still sitting on 2 bases. That's something I'd like to confirm with my probe. Not sure if I did. I think I'll lose it right here. Yeah. But the Zealot and my mothership core are going to push towards his base, and the Stalker is going to pick off these Overlords. So totally standard PvZ opening. We are adding in our robotics facility, so we can start producing Immortals, because I haven't yet scouted that he's going for Mutalisks. Because there's no spire yet, nor is there layer yet. So yeah, we are supply blocking him pretty heavily with that Overlord kill. And we're checking if he has a 3rd base. He's got the drone going there, but he's unable to plant it. At home we are getting our 4th gas at the 640 mark, and we should be adding in our double forge in a second at the 7-minute mark. So we are going for upgrade heavy, kinda 2-base macro build till the 10-minute mark, and then the idea was to expand. But as you soon see, he's going to drop down a spire here, and we are luckily scouting it pretty early, so we can counter it. Yeah, so we really don't need much units at this point, because we know that he's not going for anything crazy. At least we didn't see anything crazy going on, and he took the 3rd base, so that tells me he wanted to go for macro build. And then we are starting to get our upgrades, so we are kind of macroing out as well, but our observer is heading out to scout his base. So yeah, I commonly send my scouts like this, so not through the natural of my opponent, because if there's a spore crawler it gets taken out, So I think this is a lot safer way to do this. Yeah, we are killing yet another overlord, just denying most of the scouting, or as much as we can. We are adding in our Templar archives, so we can go for the IST. But then, our observers arriving here. I think I move it in second right over here, so I see this spire. I see the evolution chamber, and I think I'm moving this next. Yeah, so here we go. Checking his tag, seeing that there's something. Oh, it's a spire. Yeah, so pulling it back a bit. So now I know that he's going for Mutalisk. I already have my blink on the way, because StarCraftSpa surprisingly need blink in order to deal with any kind of roach hydra or Mutalisks. So now we are just... we are not researching the storm. That's the biggest difference in this build. So we know he's going to mute us. We don't need storm at this point of the game. We can delay it. I'm adding in one immortal, just in order to take out static defense when I'm going to push. These guys are being sent over here. So he sees I'm taking some map presence. Upgrades +1/+1 are finishing at this point. We are adding in a lot of gateways, so we are going for pretty much all in here. Or at least we are trying to take out his third, because 2 base muta, that's not scary at all. But on 3 bases he can make 6 mutas, 7 mutas per minute. On 2 bases he can only make like 5. So that's not too much. So 3 Archons at this point. Getting our +2/+2. Our immortals out. We are going to push. There should be a probe coming along. Yeah. He's got an order to build pylon somewhere here. We are not even sniping the link from the watchtower. But he doesn't have one here. So that's pretty... I don't really get it, because I think I'm checking this one, but there's no Zergling there. But yeah, now he knows that I'm pushing. I'm just making his creeping queen. Keep on the push. He's sending in Balins, which is really weird. And well, Zerglings versus Archons, not the best counter. We are picking off this third base here. Remember that when a Zerg player walks in like this, he's trying to avoid one buys. You know, Zealot one buys. But you can use this as a massive force field, kind of, as you can see me doing here. When the Zerglings come, there should be a lot of them, yeah, we can just force field here, so he can't get my units at this point. Then snipe the third base, and our reinforcements are coming in. Yeah, he made a lot of bayonets, but the Zealots can soak these pretty easily, especially with splitting. Yeah, and the Zerglings are totally useless versus Archons. You see, he just loses his outright. We are not taking our third base, because we know that we can pretty much end the game here, unless he has some kind of hidden tech I haven't seen. So yeah, he's taking Hive, I'm checking this one. I'm making 3 more Archons, a few more Zealots. I know that 6 Archons can kill like infinite amount of Mutalisks, so I'm pretty sure that I can finish the game right here. And as we move out, or move in, I might say, these mutas are flying against us, and we are just making them with +2/+2 upgrades. Yeah. That's pretty much it for that game. So the important things in this build are early upgrades. They are very useful against Zerg commonly, because, you know, Zerglings can be 2-shotted by Zealots and so on. You can 1-shot them with Archons. And +1 armor gives you, I think it's 6 more Zergling hits that it needs to kill a Zealot. Not sure on that one though. And you want to have the Templar archives in this build, so you can make a lot of Zealots with it. So if you have only Archons without anything as a buffer zone against Zerglings, they can do some damage. But when you have Archons with zealots, zerglings are useless, and mutas are useless. So it's hard counter. Yeah, and the blink. Blink is extremely important when dealing with mutas. We didn't need it in this game, but as I told, I was planning to go on IST. So in that build you need stalkers, so if he makes tech switches, or if he plays like with massive amounts of roaches, you have those stalkers that do much damage, can shoot the air, and, you know, micro them around with the blink. But yeah, that's it for today. Bye.